Greetings from a very shitty, horrible day here in Preston. Well, this video's really quite a long video because it's going to contain quite a few things. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Number 3 we are just looking at in a teeny bit of detail because I want to, I want to do a better video of it soon. But yes, excuse for the messy room. But yeah, the first topic is just a little bit of an introduction to say sorry. I've not been on YouTube for a while. Bits and pieces. Friends of mine are ill. Family matters, and I've just not really felt up to it. So I'm sorry if I've left you hanging on the edge a bit. Well, no one watches my videos anyway, so I don't really need to care. Anyway, first subject. If we follow the aerial, which is attached to my very high-tech method with a piece of blue tack on the window, we go down and it goes into this Waltham radio. Now, this is quite special in that John, Guard86, hello John if you're watching, had this when he was my age in 1980, and John was, I think he was 14 in 1980, so he was my age in when he bought this, and he bought this from Argos, and he paid, I think he paid about £40 for it, £50, and I remember him telling me when I bought it, first he swore, and he went, wow, you've got the same clock radio as me, you bugger, you bugger. That's his exact words. But yeah, this is a really nice clock radio. It wakes me up every morning in conjunction with Mr. Goblin. By the way, if I just can show you, this model would originally have come with a little neon lamp in that, and this model didn't. He left it out, but luckily the little insert was still around, so I tapped into a little 12. I tapped into the kettle switch, so one side of the neon that I put in went to the kettle switch and another side went to the live of mains. Don't worry, I have checked it and it's all legit. And now if we just put it into auto, we can see that does light up as it would have done if this was a model 835. This is 835B, so they left it out. Yeah, quite pleased with that. So there, that's my little bit of thing. But back to the point. Yeah, this is a really reliable alarm clock. It wakes me up every morning, but it's brilliant. It really is good. So down here we've got the fast and slow buttons for the clock, and a really nice feature is the lock button. So if you accidentally press it, you won't have to go through it all again. Headphones, tone, balance, volume, and the band. The display, and there's the Waltham badge on the FM medium wave. The stereo indicator light, which I haven't managed to get on yet, so there should be, I think there's something wrong with that. And the little dot for the PM, and it's 4:45, and a little check with my watch. It says yes, it is. Up here, the dial was pretty messed up, so I've had to kind of like make it a bit better than I could. Now, the snooze button on a normal alarm clock, you'd expect to be snooze. Yeah, I'm going to do that because it'll look quite funny. Snooze. But this one isn't called a snooze button, it's called a drowsy button. So when you're a bit drowsy or getting up, you can imagine, oh, and you get the BBC Radio 2 like I do, you just press hit drowse, and it'll come back on in 10 minutes. Good feature is that you can actually disconnect that, so you can hit it all you like, but it won't go off. But yeah, here we've got which looks quite complicated, we've got wake. So that shows the time that I wake up, and the time is 6:45. Now the lock feature doesn't apply to this, so you can, you know, mess it up. Just that middle is time, and that it's now on timer.
Is what? Something that rusts very easily. That's a very good guess. No.
There. Here is the auto button. So you switch that down when you go to sleep, and you get the little dot, and that will tell you that it is set. And this one
Squire.
turns the radio on
under that name, so I'm guessing they're worth a bobble
without a thing. Now, one little thing I'm going to have to rectify is that whenever you turn
traditionally
the
is
radio
not
on, that goes faster, and the clock goes faster. That's only developed in the last day or two. Can you see? It's now saying it's 40 now, and it's not. So you'll have to bear with me with that. So I will get that sorted out. And here is the dimness and the alarm selector or radio. So that's it. So all that's left to do really is to switch it on and see what it sounds like.
The Big Show, 2 till 5.
As you can see. Balance.
But I was never gonna be the same. What a lady, what a night.
Got this wood on the top. Wood effect plastic. Which was popular in the 70s. So yeah, that's the Waltham. And now, further little rant. Now I know that River, AG334, doesn't like planned obsolescence, and River, I hate it. Now here we have our kettle that we had in our kitchen, and we've had this for around about a year. And there you can see me, hello. And this is from a store we have in the UK called Dunelm Mill. Now this served very well, but recently it started going, not boiling the water as hot. I know that may seem a bit weird, but it wasn't boiling the water as hot. It didn't seem to be hot, and then it just went kaput. So yeah, and this cost £20, so it wasn't an expensive thing. But this only lasted a year. Now the kettle, I've got now a kettle like that will last 40 years, and I've got one of them kettles and it's still going strong, and that's what we've been using. And that's a Russell Hobbs K2, and that's lasted for 40 years and it still works strong. Like most of the equipment in here, it's all old and it's still going. They might need a bit of tweaking now and again, but they're all pretty much still working. So it annoys me when pieces of crap like this, which cost my mother and father money, break. And it really annoys me because things are just not built to last anymore, and it's stupid, and I'm not having it, and it's annoying. Here's the base for it. There, don't buy Dunelm Mill kettles because they're absolute shite. But we bought, today, we went to Argos, the local chav centre, and we found this. And it's a Breville. Now we paid £45 for this kettle, so it should last a bit longer. It's a 3 kilowatts, 1.5 litre, and a rotational base. And I'm not joking, but the little thing you push down to start it, it looks like it's radioactive. It's, to say the least, it's not. It's, yes, it goes on quite fast, so you can see the order code. So yeah, so we'll see how long that lasts. I actually need this box because I'm sending Adam Ellender some tapes at the end of the week, but this is the box that they'll probably come in, Adam, if you're watching. So that piece of crap can go out to the dustman. So I'm going to just kick that over to near my bin as a sign that it's not working anymore. Over to nicer things. I've been coming along with the damn set. As you can see, I've rewired the cartridge because some idiot had wired it wrong. I've generally given it a cosmetic clean up. I've got rid of the little bump on the side, which you probably can't see. I've replaced the bulb. I've tidied up the front. Still needs a bit more work doing though to it. Amplifier work. It's distorting a little bit on the highs, so it's going to need It's going to need a few more dolly mixtures. In this case, a grid coupling, but it is working. If I just drop a record on just to test it. got quite a nice sound for a dance set. It really does. It's got a warm sound. I know that sounds like a cliche, but yeah, as dance sets go, this is nice. It's a 3 amp. It's got 3 valves in it, so it produces quite a nice tone. So I'm very pleased with this one. So £40 is hardly anything.
I've been around, I've had a lot of fun. I've been around, but baby now.
So there we go. So that's dance set, and that's probably the end of this video. So yes, so this is the cup of tea that I've made with a new kettle in my hacker mug. I don't really make vlogs, so I guess this is kind of a vloggy video. So that's nice. That's ooh, you can get that plasticky kettle smell. You can get the first brew out of a kettle that tastes a bit of plastic, but really it's not a plastic kettle, it's metal. But yeah, it does taste a bit plasticky. Oh, everyone. So bye. It's the 16th of October. And it's Wednesday, so bye for now everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video and there's more to come, so stay tuned.